Hello, guys. Good morning and welcome to class. Welcome back, everyone. I'm just going to start class here really quick because these videos are very short. They're only a half an hour long. So remember that the last time we met, we saw each other. We quickly said we were going to do this calculator program as our project when we came back. So a quick reminder, what we're working on here is flowcharts and learning about why flowcharts are so important in the process of coding. So really reminder, quick of the symbols. We remember that symbols are the symbols. This one is to start and end a function. This one is the arrows is to move the function of the program of the flowchart. This one, input and output, is what the reader is going to, or the user of your program is going to put in and what they're going to see. So input and output. And the process is what is behind the your program, what's going on, right? Also the decision, like, when you're going to make a decision in your program, yes, no, maybe. So that's that. Okay. So before we left, I read this in class, but I'm going to read it again. So, hello, we will be going through a process of creating a software program for a calculator. We will be following along with the teacher to create the flowchart, and you can go ahead and create it yourself with the guide image below. So, it's been a while since we worked with this, so it's not going to be like, okay, create it. There is a guide down here for us, and I'm gonna use the guide myself as well to lead to show you how we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna do the entire flowchart for you. I want you guys to, you know, complete it yourself. So I'll walk us through the first few steps, and then I'll stop this video and we'll pick up next class and see where everybody's at. So here we go. The first step of this project would be create the flowchart using Raptor. Um, what flowchart we're creating? This one. Okay, so just like we did the other flowcharts, it's always here, the map to lead us. It's just you have to put the information in, right? Now, very important. Not everybody in class has Raptor. We know that. So what did we do last class? There's about maybe 5 or 6 students who don't have Raptor. So right now, what I want you to do is, pause the video, find a student that does not have Raptor, and become partners with them. Okay. So whoever doesn't have Raptor, again, partner up with someone, please, because this is very important and everyone needs to turn it in. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go to Raptor. How do you find Raptor? You go here. Maybe some of you guys already have the app in your computer. I'm going to open my Raptor. And the best way to work with Raptor, like I said before, is this way, guys. You split your screen. It's just like you're working with code. You split your screen. One side is your console, and the other side is your outputs. So here we go. I set mine up like this. I'm going to turn off my camera so that you can see the entire screen. And there you go. So now we have this and we have our Raptor. Now, first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go save our our Raptor work. If we did not do this yet, please create a Raptor folder. We should have done this already. I asked everyone to create a Raptor folder with all the other things we've created. So Raptor folder. Inside this Raptor folder, we're going to create a calculator flowchart. Flowchart. Okay. So this is a flowchart before any code, right? So we're creating the program to see how it works, to see how it would work once we code it. Okay. So save it. Now you see here. Oh, also I forgot one thing. Save as. It's already here. So what I want to do is yeah, all I wanted to say was here. You put calculator flowchart, and I would put teacher Julio. So put your name next to this, and put your partner's name. So very important. Put your partner's name. So teacher Julio and somebody else. So that's what I wanted to do. Um, but here we go. So what you would do first is open up Google Classroom. Open up your map. If you can't see it very well, then you can make it a little bigger. And now we know what these symbols um, define, right? So process, this one we don't use much here, but we know the input, the output, we know the decisions, and we know the loop. Compared to, and we know the arrows that are right here. So compared to this, it's almost the same things, right? So here's the oval. Here are the arrows that are inside. Here's the input output right here. Here's the process right here. And here's the decisions right here. And the loop is not here, but Raptor, we do use it. Okay. So if we look here, the first thing we see in this flowchart is four processes. Um, four processes. What are these processes? One is for an operation to happen. Two is for a value to be entered. Three is for a second value to be entered. And four is to get a result. So what are these squares represent? These squares represent variables. What are variables? They're empty containers, right? Where we can put various information, right? So in the first one, we need to name it operation, a variable for operation. Then we put 0 in because the variables should start at 0, right? There's nothing we don't want nothing there until somebody puts something in there. Okay, the second variable, I'm going to go kind of fast, guys, because of the video's time, but you can pause it anytime. Value 1 and 0. Okay, third one, value 2 and 0. Fourth one would be the result. So what we get. It can be, you can name it total. Result and total mean the same thing. I'm going to name mine result. Okay. And the result starts at 0. We don't know yet. We haven't done any programming. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So here we go. Let's continue. So I had an issue there with the recording and the phone call coming in, but here we go. So now we have all our processes, right? And we have them set up. These are empty variables. Now we need, if we look at our map, we see that there is an input. So the input represents what we want the user to put in, right? But what do we want to tell the user? That's the important part. So what information do we want from the user? Kind of like when you guys, go online or you're putting in information about a platform, your name or your email and stuff like that. So that's what we want to do. So we want to tell the user, choose, and again, you can write this differently if you want. It's your calculator program, but it should say similar to what I'm saying. So choose the operation you, oops, you would like to perform. Choose the operation you would like to perform. In other words, it's like, please choose an option you would like me to perform or to do. So I'm going to put option 1 is the first thing is addition, right? So we want to know if you want to do an addition. Addition. You can make your program in. No, I was going to say you can make your program in Spanish, but I'd rather everyone do it in English, please. Okay, so number 2 is subtraction. Subtraction. That way everybody can be on the same map. So subtraction. Number 3 would be multiplication. Multiplication. Number 4 would be um, division, and those are the basic um, operations of a calculator, right, guys? So then we have that. Now down here, we need to put operation like this. So the what we're getting here is we're choosing an operation. So you're choosing what you want to do. We're choosing, and let's operation, and this is going to be connected to this. You see this? This variable is connected to this. So if we test our code really quick, we see here that, oh, well, this variable is not found. Yeah, it's not yet. We haven't created a something to put inside here, so it's not going to show it. But anyhow, so let's just keep going because we only created something for this one. That's why it just went through this one, but we haven't created something for all these. Okay, so let's keep going. So then now we come to a decision, right? We made a choice. Now, once we make our choice, we need to make we need to choose an operation. So if you choose, so this is like a, remember that we said that the rectangle, I'm sorry, the diamond is like a condition, right? If you choose, so this is like saying if you choose number one, option number one, then what's going to happen? So if you choose option number one, then what's going to happen if you choose this option number one, addition, the program is going to take you here, right? And what's going to happen here? What's the input that we want here? We want to enter first. You can write this a little different, but almost the same. Enter first value. You can put enter first number, entering a number, enter the second number on the second one. So what I'm going to do here to make it go quicker, I'm going to copy this. And then here, when you enter the first value, why am I putting this value 1 here? Because when you enter this input, it's going to go in the empty box of this variable that we created up here. See that? So now this one is connected to this one. See that? Okay. Now we are going to create another input. And what's going to be our second input? It's going to be enter this a value. And what value do we want to enter on the second box? We want to enter a second value. Okay. Now we have that. So now we have these two, and what needs to happen next? Um, if we look here, we did one for operation. What operation do you want? We did what value do you want? We did what value two do you want? Now we have this one that we need to do, and this was the result. The result is a total. So we need an input for the. I'm sorry, we need a process for the result. Why a process? Because now in this result, something needs to happen. We entered one, we entered two, and what needs to happen in here? We need to add those numbers, right? We need to add whatever two numbers you guys put in there. So this would say results. Again, you can put total. The wording, it can be different, but the process will be the same. But it does have to match. So if I put here total, you think the program's going to work? It's not, right? Because it's not going to match the variable that I created at the beginning. So then down here, we're going to put value one inside this program, inside this process, sorry. What's going to happen is we're going to add value one and value two. Why am I putting addition? I'm putting addition because it's the first, I chose the first operation. You see that? I chose this and it's addition. So that's why I'm putting addition here. Okay. And now what needs to happen at the end here? What needs to happen? We need to get an output. What is the output? What the result is. What we have two inputs, we have a process, and now we need an output. What is our output here? So our output here, we can put some text, some code. If this was code, what we would do is this, right, guys? Remember, we've done this, and we would write code inside, and then, oops, because it's not code, it's flowchart language, but we would go like that, and we would go like that. But because it's not code, it's flowchart language. It's similar to code, but we do need to put here. We don't need to put print, but here we go. So what the output is going to say to the user is the results of your operation is. That's what it's saying, and I'm putting it in quotes because that's what we're going to see outside, right? The results of your operation, the results of your you can say something. It would have to be operations here. So the results of your operation is, and we would add that operation to the variable, whatever the variable result is. Results. So we have the output that says the result of your operation is, and we're putting this addition here because it's going to give us the number of the result, if that makes sense. So again, I'll repeat it here. So We add number one, we add number two. 1 plus 2 is 3. That happens in here. And then here it's going to say the results of your operation is, it's not going to say results, but it's going to say what the total is here. So let's give it a try. It should work now if I choose one. Not variable, not found. Variable not found. Hold on, guys. So let's see. Yeah, I think it's not gonna work until I complete it, guys. So it's okay. We can continue working, yeah, because it's not gonna work because it's gonna stop here, and then it's not gonna let us go through the whole thing. But anyhow, I'm actually gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here, and I want you guys. Well, I'll do one more with the time. I'll do one more. So here's the first part, right? So this one, this we created the process for addition. Let's create the process for subtraction. So we would get another decision, and this decision would go right here. So if not, if we don't choose one, we would choose two, right? So then two would say it's operation two. Why is it not letting me? Is it clear? Stop. Okay, sorry guys. So here we go here, and here we if again if we choose one, it's going to go this way. If we choose two, it's going to go operation. So the operation we choose here is operation two, right? And then operation two we need to put the process here. And it's going to be the same thing here, just what's going to change. The biggest difference is going to be the result, right? It can't be addition, because here, if we choose number two, it's going to be subtraction. So we have to create the program, the flowchart to show subtraction. So here we go. We add this one and input. I'm going to go kind of fast because of time. Not sure why it's not letting me put it. Okay, sorry. There we go. Okay, so operation two, it should be on this side. Yeah, sorry, because this is a condition, right? So the condition, it can't be in the middle. It always has to have a yes or a no. So here we go. So now we're going to choose this one. We'll just put them all here now quickly. This one, and we also need to delete this one because we don't need that one. So I'm going to take this one out. And we need a process here to process whatever we input in here. And then now we need the output. Okay. So now what's going to go in here? So again, that's why we have this map, guys, because I haven't created a flowchart in a while either here. So we have this map here to help us out and guide us. So here, inside this value, we need to put enter first value. So it's the same thing. So I copied and pasted. So enter first value. Enter first value. Then the value would be value number one. We're using the same. Let me copy this so I can use it for the next one. Okay, done. And now we're going to put it in here. Same thing, enter first value, but this value is going to be value number two. And then we're going to go with the last one, which is the second to last. We need to get the results, right? And then the results are going to be, whatever the first value and the second value are. So we're going to, the operation we need to do is value number one plus, oops, so there's my mistake, right? This can't be plus, it's got to be negative value two. because we don't want addition, because we want subtraction, because if they choose operation number two, which is right here, we want it to be negative. We want the calculator to give us a subtraction. And now here in the last one, we're going to put the results. Again, what we want the user to see, the results of the video. Cut short, guys. I'm sorry, but just continue to do it. Try to do the best you can. If you complete it on the first one, if you complete it all, please turn it in. If not, I'm going to make the second video for the next class and we'll continue to finish it if not able. If you do need help, please ask another student as well. So the results of your operation is, and we're going to put, we're going to add here because we want to add that to the text and results. And there we go. That should be the end. Um, Again, I'm going to stop here and but you guys have everything you need to complete it. Um, so far, we've created two operations. We've created subtraction and addition. Okay. And we need how many more? So we need multiplication and division. Remember that the symbol for multiplication is the little star, the little let me see if I can put it here as a example. So the symbol for, yeah, I'm going to write it right here. Symbol for, it's the little star, right? And the division symbol is this one. Okay, guys. So again, try the best you can. You guys have the map here. If you're working with a partner, please make sure you both your names on it. Please make sure you both are working, so one can do one operation, one can do the other operation, then one can do it, and you guys can trade off. If you're working by yourself, just make sure if you need help, you can ask somebody else that's working on it, maybe going a little advanced. And then at the end of this class, if you do get finished, take a screenshot of it, take a picture of it. We know how to do that. We've done it before. You know, my screenshot's called this tool. Yours might be called something different, but everyone should have this. And then this is only if you finish it. So if you finish it, you go like this and you copy it and you save it and then you send it in Google Class. But one thing is this part here. So in here, make sure you're saving this work, save. And again, remember it has the calculus flowchart and it has your name and it has your partner's name. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. If you do get done this class and next class, you have nothing to do, I'll add something to do. I'll let you guys know next class. And then in the hour of code, I'll add something. But also, if you do get done, please see if you can help somebody first. Okay, so help another student that needs help because helping will help you. Okay, thank you so much.